Hello and welcome to the Amateur Football YouTube channel with myself, Tabriz, the host. And listen, I've only known this guy for probably, you know what? Like we've only met twice. We've only met twice, but I feel I've known this guy for a lot longer. Joe, how are you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm well, man. Well, long days, but we're here.
Nice, nice. Love that, love that. So, the title of the show, Ginger Joe's 5 Rules of Life. These kind of tell people exactly what you do outside of football.
Well, my full-time job, football, is just a passion that I've been lucky enough to enjoy after kind of my short playing career, younger career, whatever. But yeah, now I'm a full-time personal trainer in first terms, advanced onto strength and conditioning coach because I wanted to try and aim myself to work more in a professional atmosphere with more professional athletes and kind of peak performance sort of training, but still happy to work with the general public and footballers at any level, etc. So that's kind of my job away from SC Dons, which a lot of people know me for. But we've kind of molded my job outside in with SC Dons, obviously, because it made sense.
Big subs to come on as well. Just make sure that we're sticking it in every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes we go again.
You just got to battle more, boy.
That's all it is.
Rule number 1, be
Boom.
present.
Right now, we're here. I don't know about yesterday or tomorrow, but I'm just chatting to you right now. So all I can do is enjoy this moment, make the most of it, listen to it, go from there, really. This is a deeper one when you think about it. And it's my rule number 1 because it's the most important thing is to be here right now. You know, there's a lot going on in the world, but as long as you remain present in the moment, you can kind of control and navigate your way sensibly, you know.
Mm-hmm. And again, with the kind of current climate, I mean, how hard is it to kind of be like in the kind of current mindset and literally not kind of going back to, oh, I remember when we were allowed out, or again going out,
That's it's not there, so you're here. So what have you got in front of you? Right, what can I do with this situation? Because sitting still is even like as simple as, if I can make a football reference, it's like when people argue with a ref. Since when is the ref ever going to change his mind? Wasting your energy, wasting time, wasting and refocusing your mind on something that's not going to change, and it's not going to get you anywhere. Rather than going, cool, he's made his decision, right or wrong, just drop back in, we get on with the game. And that's the right mindset, which will normally get you going again in a football game, if you know what I mean. So the same thing for me is in life. This is the situation we've been served up. How are we going to deal with it? Cool, there's ways around it, or there's ways through it, or there's ways to survive it. We go with those, and we keep moving like that.
What's this? See that?
Hey!
Anyway. I get that.
Rule 2, be respectful.
So for me, there's one thing I've learned. My job was a blessing. So I went out to America to do the university soccer scholarship business. And after a year, we'd done really well. The football team done really well. I enjoyed it, but I knew in my heart of hearts, I'm a London boy. I had to come back home. So I ended up coming back home and playing like the non-leagues, and I needed a job. And luckily for me, I found personal training. It was like my calling. It was what I knew, what I had to do. But in that job, one of the biggest benefits I've had, especially as a young man, I got into it around 19, 20, was talking to new people every day. I've trained over 1,000 people over 7-8 years of it. And everyone's story is different, and you just cannot judge anyone's situation until you understand the depths of that person. So it's made me very humble in life. You see some things and it's not the case, or you see people and you presume, and then that's not the case. They're actually really happy. And from different people, like my job's blessed me with that. I've just learned you cannot, do you know what I mean, presume anything about anyone or try and judge anything in that moment in time, or even at all, because who is anyone to judge? Because he who hasn't sinned cast the first stone. So at the same time, so that's always been my philosophy, and it's understanding people. And if you understand people, you go far in life. I like to reason with a lot of people. Like a lot of people, I don't get into a lot of fights or trouble like that, because it's learning to talk to different types of people, and that's what my job's gifted me, because not one person's been the same. Really posh rich person, more down to earth, chilled out person, etc. And I can interchange from 1 hour to the other, you know, back to back. I might have 8 different clients in a day, and I can mold to each of them to kind of gauge the best out of them, you know. And that's a perk of my job.
I'm gonna assume that, of course, like there's probably some like people that kind of say some nasty stuff, not like only to you, but to other like members of the team. I mean, again, like how
well, we're talking about like social media, but it's a madness.
You know what I mean?
The best way to describe it. But this is people on their journey in life. Like they don't maybe know where they're at. You know, for myself, like I used to love reading comments, and I would read so many nice things about me, and then someone's just banning me, and that would be the one on my mind, and I want to be on this person, but at the same time, you know. Not to, I jump in comments sometimes. Sometimes I like don't troll, but sometimes I drop like things in people's comments to kind of gauge a reaction or whatever. Nothing nasty, and I'm not hiding myself, so you know who's saying it. Yeah. But there's loads of people with that. But my main thing is you just can't pay it no mind as a person. You just got to understand this is writing on here. If someone says something to your face, then you can deal with your situation how it comes. But online, even though it does bug you sometimes, you're like, what's this person saying? But everyone's been corned on the dons, and that's what when I speak to the boys at the top, they're like, everyone's had their turn, you know. And it's just how it's another. It taught the music rattled me for ages, and it taught me lessons in life as well. And it also, you know, the mindset where, it was like I wasn't getting the game time, and I wanted to redeem the music because Sundays weren't coming around and stuff like that. And it taught me so many lessons. So. You know, bun the music, but the music has helped me.
Chid, start again! Start again! Chid, start again! Start again!
So thank you, Chris, innit?
It's alright, Ginger's got it.
Well, I mean, but you know what? I mean, I can totally understand where you're coming from, because like, you know, again, people will like some like people will associate you with that music, and again, hey, like you know, like it's kind of very hard not to kind of look at those like particular people say, look, like I'm a lot better than what
but
you guys
gotta own it. You gotta own it. Yeah, like at the end of the day, I had to let go of that as well. These men will chop up the clips however they want. You were there at that game. Watch how the episode comes out. You never know. Hopefully they nice me. But I'm doing nice in.
Nah, bro, listen, you know what? There's no music on that. Listen, there was no music when like you was playing, man. No music. Yeah. Trust me.
Yeah.
Play the good football, but don't rush the shot just because it's so open. Find the feet and pass nice, fast football, and exactly what will open up. You'll be in loads of space, and then you'll get easy goals like Nathan Palmer's Captains.
Rule number 3, wake up early. And again, like, love you to just to kind of elaborate on this.
Yeah, so for me, this was like the first rule. The other 2 were rules of life in regards to what I hope will get you through a fun, enjoyable life. Whereas this one's more about business orientated and achieving goals. Not necessarily business goals, but life goals. You know, my main thing is wake up early and like they say, the early bird catches the worm. Because for me, I used to just wake up at 5 a.m, do my 6 a.m. clients, sometimes going to the gym at 6, 7 a.m. before I had loads of clients, and just, you know, scout around in a way. And I always found if you're up early, there's people to talk to, there's opportunities to be had. And if you're up getting it from as early as you can, the longer you have in the day and those chances of opportunities. And all I need is an opportunity. All most people need is an opportunity. And some people be sleeping through their opportunities. And that's not to say don't get a good night's sleep, but just manage your sleep, you know. And I think not enough people, and I would like to add on this point, I used to be one of those people that are like, oh, there's not enough hours in a day, I'll sleep when I'm dead, 5 hours sleep, rare. It's a foolishness, because especially if you're an athlete, the most important thing is recovery, and we recover in our sleep, mentally, physically. So a good 7 to 8 hours for an adult night's sleep is essential. You know, so if that means going to bed at 10, you don't need to stay up and watch all that foolishness on TV always. Maybe like cool yourself down, read a little book, meditate, whatever it is, and then get yourself to bed maybe 10, 11, wake up at 6, 7. It doesn't have to be 5 a.m. gang, but wake up at 6, 7, get on something more stimulating. Don't go straight onto Instagram, for example. Do you know what I mean? Get onto a podcast. I listen to a lot of podcasts. So indulge in that sort of thing, you know, and then start to interact like it within your network of your business, if you know what I mean, and things you want to achieve in, you know, my thing's training and clientele and promoting my work and etc. So I get on it, I meet new people, speak to new people, try and figure things out. And that should be the same for anyone with any trade. There's things to be done. And I always just say, if you're up early, there's more opportunity to be had.
You mentioned meditation. How important do you think meditation is?
It's life, isn't it? It's essential. If you're really in tune and spiritual, as they say, what's spiritual is a deeper conversation as well. And meditating doesn't mean you're spiritual necessarily. But meditating is, and it doesn't even have to be you sat there like zoning out. People find forms of meditation when they drive. But I listen to my podcast. It's a very calming, thoughtless experience where I'm just listening and taking in information, smiling, laughing, thinking, just driving along, not thinking about much else. Some people or other people have labelled that as a form of meditation. People in the gym, getting your tunes on, zoning out, working on yourself and your own physical health. That's a form of meditation. But if you can, the more generic, the official form of meditation where you're just sitting there in a quiet space, emptying your mind, clearing out and just feeling in touch with your inner body. I mean, that's people who exercise that and make that regular within their daily routine will see the benefits very quickly.
So a lot of the Don family were outraged that the crook dropped Ginge last week for Donny Jones. So this week he's dropped Donny Jones, brought Ginge back.
For you, brother. It's good to see Ginge back, man. Great strike.
Man, that was good, yeah, but I need man to take their chances, fam. It can't just be Ginge that's doing it.
Rule number 4, be loving.
Yeah, man, life is love, and it's all love. If you speak to me, what I'll say to anyone, I'll be like, love my brother, love, hugging everyone, whatever, because that's all life is, man. And I can be heated. I used to be really heated, growing up, as most people do, growing up, especially in this sort of area, you have all sorts of pressures on your head, and it can make some people be quite introvert or some people quite angry. I used to be quite angry, but as the years go on, you just learn. It's all about love, man. All my peoples, it's all love. I love all my friends, all my family. That's all I want for everyone. That's all the world needs. And of all of life is if you have that at the top of your life and at the front of everything you do, love, then what a life that will be.
It's Z Street coming forward now. Don's moving aggressive, it's Timmy. He strikes the bar, falls to the red-faced burning skin of Ginge.
Spin the music on them! Spin the music on them! Spin the music on them!
We're the factor 50. Hey Ginge, you're making me do this.
Rule number 5, never regret anything.
What's there to regret, baby?
Boy, my guy. Come on, please give the people the knowledge. Give the people the knowledge, man.
Never regret anything. Well, as I said to you, I said if you abide by those kind of rules of how I like to say, you don't have to, but like how I conduct myself in life, if you abide by those rules with love, compassion, humble, caring, hardworking, if you engage with all those philosophies and those kind of mindsets, then what is there to regret? Because you've done everything wholeheartedly. You genuinely tried. You genuinely tried your best. You tried to help someone. You tried to do something. You tried to achieve something. And if you tried, the best thing I heard, I think it was Michael Jordan. He said, "I can take failure, but I can't take not trying." And that's why you just have to, And when you try and you're wholehearted in it and you mean it, and you tried your best and you've done it with love, then you can't regret that. So, never regret nothing. And even if you do some madnesses, like learn from it and go on, and that's another way of doing it. And don't hold madness in your head for too long because it'll just weigh you down.
Yeah.
And that's on the first point, live life now. You're here. What are you going to do? Cool, that happened, but what are you going to do? Are we here? We're going to make it better. Are you going to progress? That's why people can't argue with me. I'm like, cool, yeah, I'm sorry, I've done that, yeah. But how are we going to get over it? But they want to keep arguing with me about the same thing. I'm like, yo, I admitted it, I'm done. Yeah. Let's move on. Or not move on like that, but let's figure out where we go from here, if we go somewhere.
What if, for whatever reason, people pigeonhole you in a box? I mean, like, how like do you change your mindset?
You just can't watch nothing. You can't think about what other people are thinking about, you know. I'm a very, I wouldn't say stubborn, but just focused man. If I want to do something, I do it. Cool, I've made my mind up. Bang, how are we going to do it? Again, wake up early in the morning. Bang, bang. Who's doing that? Bro, can I chat to someone? Maybe someone I know knows someone. And that's it. And you just got to follow your passion. And I'm lucky because I do what I love. You know, I love physical health, fitness. Like, that's what life is. Can we make the most out of this machine we got before it just collapsed and done? So that's where I'm at. But, you know, if I wanted to, in my mind, I love drama at school. I got an A star, my only GCSE A star sort of vibe, and I'd done it for A levels, and I was going to do it at uni in America, but I chose something else. But for me, I was like, I love drama, and in my mind, I'm like, man, I'll drop in a film, you know, all these. What was I going to say? What was Top Boy and that? Come on, man, Big Ginger used to be in that there, you know. I'll run up, yeah. I'll be in there in the corner, just, you know, chilling, but doing the thing.
Please give everyone your kind of contact details, where like they can find you. Please tell them.
I'm just a solo man. I try and stay away from all the madness on Twitter. So I don't have no Twitter, no Facebook. I have a Facebook, but boy, good luck me accepting your friend. Like, I don't know how to work that. One of these I worked with a company, and they tried to make me open a Facebook, and I was like, this is headache. I don't know what's going on. I used to have Facebook when I was a young man, and now I'm like, what's all this mad? I don't even remember the password to my old Facebook. That's got all my crud on it. But no, it's just Instagram, Ginger Joe Training. My website's gingerjoetraining.com. We stick with it there. One little thing to focus on and kind of enjoy, otherwise you'll lose your mind in it. And that's my advice for everyone. Don't be on social media all day. Go out there. There's fresh air for you to be had, you know, and things to see and experience, you know. So, and don't always pull your phone out and film everything. Watch it with your own eyes and feel it as well. I do a lot of that. That's why I could be posting up on it. Sometimes I'm like, right, I know what everyone's done all today. I know exactly what you've done at every hour of your day. You know, sometimes live in privacy, man. Just enjoy your life with the people you love, and that's it.